Wife, 25, of 4 years got her nipples pierced and I, 27, think they're gross. Is this wrong? Let me start off. I'm not going to tell her to remove them or control her about it. We have been married for 4 years, and when we were dating and newlyweds she was mostly into tattoos, which I'm completely down for and turned on by. Even if I don't want any, and she respects that. She started to up her piercing game a few years back, pretty much as soon as she left service, and I have told her that they're not my thing, but I wouldn't ever tell her she couldn't get them. She just got her nipples pierced while I was away for work, and she sent me a spicy pic, but I was genuinely grossed out by them. My response was about how surprised I was that she got them, and she immediately deleted the message. She was obviously hurt and kind of made me feel like shit about it. She said I should be turned on by the fact she feels sexy about it, but I just hyper-focused on those, and I told her I wouldn't lie about how I felt about them. She got them because she didn't like the way her nipples looked after breastfeeding our daughter for years. Every chance I got I told her she was beautiful and I loved her nipples the way they are, but it's really hard to change someone's mind about how they feel about themselves. She knows how I feel about piercings, especially septum and nipple piercings, but decided to do it anyways. Should I just be okay with it and just try to ignore them in intimate situations? Should I be concerned for our marriage? Too long did not read. My wife got her nipples pierced while I was away. I wouldn't have stopped her even if I was there. I expressed how I feel about them many times beforehand. Am I wrong for thinking they're gross? I'm all for your body, your choice. I have never been controlling about her body unless I feared for our health, safety. Edit. Nipple piercings bother me for a few reasons. Father has them, triggers some things I'd rather forget. Not exactly traumatic, makes me anxious thinking about them on me. This goes for all piercings. Edit. I feel bad comparing the trigger to trauma. I work medical and have seen some disturbing things related to them. Sorry for raising the concern on that. Edit. Thank you for the replies, even the critical ones. It's getting hard to reply to all of them, but I do appreciate your input, advice. I don't quite know what advice to offer you, because it's a touchy situation where feelings can easily get hurt. But you're not wrong for not liking the piercings, nor is she wrong for getting them. No one's wrong here, it just kind of sucks that there is an inherent difference of opinion between you two. Personally, I don't know what I'd do if I were in either of your positions. Sorry you're struggling with it. Oxygen monophosphide. You should get therapy for your trauma. You don't like them, she knew that. She can't expect you to like them, but you can say, I'm happy you're happy, or something like that. She can't expect something that makes her feel sexy to make you feel in the mood to. I think it's quite common for people to change the way they express themselves, fashion and style, throughout their 20s, so this is going to be a tough one for you. Imagine if she decides to get more piercings in the next few years. Think about how that would make you feel and whether you think you could stay a loving partner to her. I.e., not making her feel ashamed about her own sense of expression. If it's not that big a deal, I would say apologize for making her doubt her decision, saying she surprised you, and tell her you love them. Her argument that you should be turned on by her feeling sexy over it wouldn't apply to anything else. If you decided to wear really ugly clothing that made you feel sexy, that wouldn't obligate her to be turned on. That's absurd. It's 100% your right to not like it and be honest to your wife about it. I think this is all about respect. I understand wanting body modifications, but if you respect your partner, you should respect their wishes about some aspects of your physical appearance. You expect them to stay loyal only to you and you want to attract them sexually, so if you know that'll bother them, why do it? It seems a little selfish, especially doing it behind Op's back. If she really wanted them, they could have had a conversation and come to some sort of compromise. You should be turned on by her happiness about them. WTF kind of logic is that? My girlfriend has many things that make her happy, but they most certainly don't turn me on. Unfortunately, you won't win this one, because anything less than enthusiasm for her self-mutilation will be construed as controlling, manipulative, body-shaming, not caring about her body autonomy and so forth. The usual. This isn't about nipple piercings. Your wife is insecure about her body post-pregnancy, and I believe she is acting this way because she wants more attention and/or reassurance about the way she looks from you. It's not wrong to think they're gross, nor was it wrong for her to get them. You still wouldn't be in the wrong if you left her over this, since it's not something you could have expected when the relationship started. Don't get guilted into staying, that won't be good for either of you. Don't be too convinced of leaving either, of course. Maybe you'll come to like them, and maybe she will decide to get rid of them. Perhaps she realizes she doesn't like them, Or perhaps she prioritizes you liking her boobs over having piercings in them. Communicate, and don't get guilted.